Happy summer. Is it a happy summer? It certainly is for politicians, left-wing wacko guys, because they always try to sneak stuff in when all the regular folk go out having barbecues and different things. Prime Minister Trudeau, for instance, in Canada, he just recently pulled a real dandy. He donated $241.5 million. Have you got that? $241.5 million. That's more than $250 million to the Clinton Fund. The Clinton Fund, are you kidding me? They're in another country, Canada, come out of the ether now. That's ridiculous. The Clintons, they jet around in airplanes and different kinds of things, and what do? I mean, they're acting like they're the government in many ways. I guess maybe they are, but they act like they own the country, and Canada is participating in that. Why not, I guess, when you got left-wing whacks on both sides of the borders out of the Clintons and the Prime Minister Trudeau. This is bad. Very, very bad. The liberal world order, they're taking over. The majority of people aren't liberal. They're guys that want to go out and have a two-car garage and put a car in each side. Even though sometimes they call themselves liberal, they're truly not. But they're brainwashed. You know, they're kind of watching all the movie stars, the old commies and the prime mistakes walking around and saying, hey, look at me, aren't I pretty? You know what? It's a sad state. The majority of people prefer to sit on their hands, too. I mean, I can be your voice. A lot of other guys are your voice. You got Wild Bill for America, you got Rush Limbaugh, even Glenn Beck. A lot of us are your voice. Help us, give us stuff, talk to us, even send us money. That'd be kind of nice too, don't you know? But somebody's got to talk about what's going on with these goose. I mean, they're doing a remake of society. They take away our symbols, they change things, they do everything they can. They're the ultimate, I don't know what, predators, I guess. I mean, they want to change our culture, they want to change our tradition. Look at Canada. It used to kind of be aligned with America, and Trudeau, the first mistake, he came along and said, hey, let's change this. We're too close to America. I hid in the mountains when the war was going on, you know, and so we got to change it. Now let's get rid of the dollar. Let's make it a loonie and a toonie. Oh, that was a big mistake. Let's go metric and let's go bilingual. Cha-cha. In Nevada, how's that for a jump? In Nevada, you got the governor in Nevada. He's a Republican governor. He declared a state of emergency because they're out of marijuana.
Oh, gnarly!
Oh, you kind of think the aliens are coming down or something, but a state of emergency because we have no more pot. They have certainly gone to pot in Canada, back to Canada. The prime mistake there, he's really pulled a dandy, you know. He said, we got a terrorist here. And he was in jail in America. He killed American soldiers, right? And he hurt other people and so on. He threw grenades. And he even said, I did it. And Trudeau comes along and says, hey, we, the government, will give you money. They gave him $10.5 million. Wow. And an apology. I think that's even worse than the money. We're sorry that you were treated badly. He was a terrorist, for heaven's sakes. He killed people. How dare you? I'm a Canadian. I spent a lot of my time in America. I'm embarrassed. I am just embarrassed to tell people that I'm a Canadian. How dare you do that? Everybody is opposed to this. Virtually everybody, 76 or some odd percent of liberals are opposed to it. A whopping 91% of conservatives in Canada are opposed to it. And I think that they should have asked guys like me, you'd quickly get up to 100%. It's a bad thing. Very, very bad to do that to your neighbor. And if you're going to do it, Trudeau, your saving grace could have been, there's this other law case going on. The victims' family have $100 and some odd million judgment against this terrorist. So why didn't you at least say, hey, we got to pay the money, but we're going to call them first so they can come and attach to it and get it. And he didn't do that. And what a scamp, what a scoundrel, the Prime Minister. This is embarrassing. You don't reward terrorists. This guy, he's a bad guy. His parents apparently are terrorists. His family hangs out with terrorists. You already think he's cured? Or do you think maybe he's going to do it again? He can afford it now. You just funded terrorism, Prime Minister. How do you like that, Canadians? How do you like that, people in the whole wide world? You got to wake up back to that liberal remaking thing that's going on. He's part of that. I mean, he's changing bathrooms. Nobody knows what sex they are anymore. And I mean, he's mixed up like a dog's breakfast. We got to react. Can one man make a difference? I think so. Trump is trying. Everyone's attacking him, coming up with all this fake news stuff. They do it to me. They do it to everybody. But at least you have a voice when you're out trying to feed your wives, cats, dogs, and kids. So help us. Send us stuff. It's annoying, isn't it? It's vexing to have all these commies walking among us. See ya.